Welcome to Chaotically Nerdy, a podcast for nerds by nerds. Chaotically Nerdy is a podcast made by adults for adults and children with bad parents, which is me. Adult language and situations may arise. Listener discretion is advised.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to another episode of Chaotically Nerdy. On this week's episode is me, Tyler.
And me, Jared.
And me, Ethan.
And me, Ashley.
And this week, we're going to finish up Secret Level.
Hooray! Fucking finally.
I'm sure that you are just as slogged by this as we are.
Yes. Everyone is.
I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to split them up. I think I'm going to do, the first couple.
Shuffle them?
First three, and then do the VGA episode, then do the last three.
No, that's fine.
So, if you're hearing this and you've heard not the first couple episodes, you might want to go back and listen to them because they've been probably released at this point already.
Well, they better be, because otherwise, time means
Confusion.
nothing.
Timey-wimey shit.
Yeah. So we're going to talk about episodes 13 through 15 today. That consists of the Concord episode, the Honor of King episode, and the Sony's marketing ploy episode.
Yes.
First up is Concord, Tale of the Implacable. I wanted to say implaceable, but I know it's implacable.
It's implacable.
I knew that.
Yeah.
It is 19 minutes long. The game was released on August 23rd of 2024, and it was shut down September 6th of 2024.
2 weeks later. Yep. That was 2 weeks.
Yeah. The studio closed on October 29th, 2024.
Yep.
They made it 2 months before they had to close.
The studio.
Yeah.
Not the game. The game was 2 weeks. And the studio was 2 months. Barely.
Yeah.
At release, it's obviously been around before that.
Well, I mean, this
make
is a symptom of the type of studio that gets made these days, where a larger thing like Sony or whoever will bring up and create a new studio and then have them make the game. And then when it doesn't work out, they just shut them down and blame them for the problems. And then they just shuffle the employees into other places.
Yep. Other places that they own.
If they're lucky.
If the employees are lucky.
Yeah.
Yep. So the characters in this episode was Cassidy Talmack.
God, too many.
Is played by Leah Harvey. Kai is played by Arthur Curry. Julius.
Arthur Curry.
I don't know where I got Curry. Arthur Lee.
That's Aquaman.
I didn't know that.
It is not played by Aquaman.
I would have rather watched Aquaman.
Aquaman 2?
Sure. Why not? Julius, played by Max Reinhardt. Raid, played by Demetria Bold. Is that Slady? Yeah, Slady. My brain mixed the I with an L, and I wanted to say Sladle, which is a better name. Let's be honest.
Sladle.
Sounds like a fucking Pokemon.
That's going to be my next World of Warcraft character.
Sladle.
Sladle.
It's like a Jewish version of Blade.
A Pokemon.
So Slady is played by Rachel Hanshaw. Smokes is played by Laura Bailey. Yeah, I know that person. Colossian officer is played by Lewis Martin. Lennox is played by Derek Phillips. Spitz is played by Carrie Gutierrez.
Gutierrez.
The bartender / narrator is played by Darren DePaul. Guild Security Officer 1 is played by Clay Savage, and Officer 2 is played by William Calvert.
You recognize any of these? Jarrett?
Darren DePaul and Laura Bailey. That's it.
That's it. That's all I got.
He's in Overwatch. Which one?
Soldier 76?
No. One of the main.
I know he's not McCree.
Oh.
Wow, yeah.
Well, I mean, that's like
that guy's gone.
I just know him.
Well, he's not gone, but that name is gone. The character has not changed.
Yes.
Fine, I'll look him up.
Is that Winston?
Maybe.
Winston's the big gorilla.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Yeah.
Yeah, never played the game.
Winston is the gorilla.
I liked Winston.
We're
Winston
also,
was fun. You could go ape.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Basically.
he's Reinhardt.
Reinhardt.
Reinhardt. Yeah.
Big shield. Interesting. I didn't recognize it.
He's really good at voices, so you
That's probably why.
wouldn't recognize.
And Laura Bailey is
Laura
a
Bailey.
lot of
Laura
things.
Bailey.
Laura Bailey is in everything.
Didn't recognize her.
No, I didn't know that
didn't.
either. I mean,
I didn't either.
I recognized the name once I looked it up, but I mean,
Yeah.
I recognized her voice, actually.
it's Jana
surprisingly.
Proudmore. Yeah.
Yeah, I actually recognized her
Vexalia.
voice. And I was like, oh, I know her.
Oh, yeah.
So the ultimate question is obviously we've heard of the game because, well, it was an absolute flop. Did you guys
Infamous.
play it before it
No.
fell? No? No?
Didn't have time. It was up, it was down, it was gone.
I did. Speaking of that, I did see a post on Reddit of somebody who bought it on like Friday, and they were so excited because they're like, "Hell yeah, I get to play the game on Monday after I get done with these like this weekend shift."
And it was gone.
And Monday they had canceled it,
Yeah.
so they didn't even get to play it.
Full refund.
Yeah,
Yeah, well, I mean,
Yeah.
don't have to worry about the money, I guess.
yeah, it's true. I'm assuming neither of you played it.
No.
No.
I figure so.
I couldn't even tell you what it was. Like what it was about.
I couldn't either. to be honest with you.
I think it was.
I think it was a shooter.
MOBA.
Was it? I thought
I
it
think
was a shooter.
Well, I mean, like,
Maybe.
Overwatch is a MOBA.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I can
Yeah.
tell you what it really was. It was garbage.
Yeah.
Apparently,
It was
Fair
garbage.
enough.
It was garbage. It was literally garbage.
What was the publisher?
It's a first-person shooter
Was it
hero
Sony.
game.
Yeah. So it's a hero. It's a hero.
It's a hero shooter,
Yeah.
just like Overwatch.
And Marvel Rivals.
Is
Developed by Firewalk Studios and published by Sony.
that's why.
Yeah.
Okay.
So, in the actual episode itself, a group of rogue aliens destroy a whole bunch of things in order to save their captain, but are betrayed by someone they believe is there to help, and then send his bitch ass into space for being a cunt before they then pass through some sort of time-space thingy to become legends. That's literally the entire gist of the show.
Yeah. And the bitch ass that gets sent into space was just a pilot they hired because their captain was their pilot.
Yep.
And they were like, we don't know how to fly this thing, essentially is how that works.
I mean, obviously, there's points that I'm missing, like the whole guild thing, but like that was basically the whole. The feeling that he and I both got was it was a knockoff of Guardians of the Galaxy mixed with like sci-fi, spacey D&D mixed with like knockoff Star Wars.
Yeah.
That was
I agree
literally
with that.
that was the feel that we got for the
I got a
whole.
lot of knockoff Guardians out of this.
I did too.
I definitely got a lot of sci-fi D&D off of it because it had the same, for me it had like the spacey sci-fi feel of the first D&D episode for Secret Level,
Oh, okay.
where it felt kind of the same.
I can see that.
Sure.
Maybe it was also because I've listened to Rider Dice a lot and that was spacey enough that I
I'm
was
just
just
not
like,
sure it matters because no one cares about Concord.
yeah, it's true.
Yeah. You wrote that it has a decent sense of humor.
It
like
did.
the self-motivational book.
Yes. So the pilot is standing there listening to a self-motivational book about how he's the man, basically. And I got a good giggle out of it. It definitely had a good sense of humor, but again,
Granted, I think that joke only hits because of the person saying it right before they cut to the pilot.
Yeah.
fair.
That's how humor works, Tyler.
I know, but
Set up punchline.
fuck off.
I'm not sure it worked though because he was not the man.
No.
No, he was not the man, but it was
Set
funny.
up punchline.
I know.
Let me repeat myself. Fuck off.
The he and I had a brief discussion about the actual the choices of the aliens themselves. How did you guys feel about it in it? Because the one alien that was on the ship, she was kind of weird and pink and toady, and she reminded me of like a
There was a
pink
green
gek.
alien on there too. With
Yes.
like spikes in her arm.
Yep.
Yeah, that was Laura Bailey.
Yeah.
Because I just looked that up.
Yeah.
Because I couldn't
I
recognize
did
it.
it by process of elimination. I'm like, yeah, it was probably, yeah.
So how do you feel? How do you feel like they did with the alien, the races and stuff?
They did a thing that I find to be rather annoying and abhorrent in sci-fi, which is when they make the aliens, all they do really is take like one or two animals that we know in the world that we live in and turn them into humanoids.
Anthropomorphize animals.
Anthropomorphic, no.
It's an
Can we just not say that word ever again?
Absolutely.
Anthropomorphic.
Anthropomorphic, no.
Yeah, exactly. That's the problem.
It's a no.
It's a good problem to have. I get a chuckle out of it every time.
Not that problem. No. I mean, the problem with making aliens just off of that, there's no... The only one that wasn't was the officer guy.
Yeah, and he was a Sith.
He was just a fucking Sith from Star Wars.
I was like, so that's just a fucking Sith.
He was just literally lifted from Star Wars and thrown in here. He was an asshole.
Yeah. He had the little
he had the like face tentacles.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like at least change his like skin color to like blue or
But
green
no,
or
they
something.
just kept it red.
Yeah.
Just like the Sith.
It's like very obvious.
Sith aren't just
they used to be a race.
They used to be a race, and they intermingled with humans too much, and now they're just
a people.
a people or
Just
a
the way they
culture.
live.
Yeah,
They used to look exactly like that officer, like exactly.
yeah, and so it's just really weird. The aliens that they chose to make it like low budget. I mean, come on.
It's fairly odd that they chose to make some of these because I'm looking through the character list.
Sure.
And I don't know how many total characters because I didn't count that, but there's only 5 aliens, but the rest of them are human. I think there's probably 12, so it's a majority human. Like, there could be a 6th, but I can't tell because it has like a full bodysuit of armor on. So
I hope all the characters in this died a painful death.
I think they did. I imagine going through that gunk.
They were
or
turning
whatever.
into light or something.
That could be painful.
I don't know. I've never turned into light.
I haven't either.
Yeah.
I mean, I'll try next time I get a chance.
We'll have to ask James.
All I can think of about turning the light is the last episode of The 100.
All I could think of turning into light was fucking Lucy.
Yeah. Sorry. Sorry, not
I
sorry.
hated it.
Welcome to hell, motherfucker.
No. At least this time wasn't you. Wasn't you this time. It was her.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll take
And
that.
she didn't turn into light. She turned into the ghost in the machine. Is really what she
Okay.
turned into.
No, that's a different movie.
It goes to the shell.
I know that. And it also wasn't great.
Oh, people hyped that movie up. People were so excited for that movie.
It's very popular anime.
Oh, yeah. No, people were
I'm
so excited for it.
I'm really glad they were disappointed.
I'm really glad I didn't watch it.
Yeah.
Okay, on to reviews.
Yeah.
IMDb has rated this a 6.3.
It's generous.
What did you rate it? Tyler?
5.9. I could care less.
Jarrett?
6.5.
Ethan?
5.
Oh, I think I rated it the highest. I actually gave it a 7.41.
Really?
Because I didn't hate this one.
It wasn't bad. It was just
I didn't hate it because it reminded me of the D&D one. And I rated the D&D one pretty
I
high.
originally wrote down 7, but then as we talked about it, I kept remembering it. And I'm like, yeah.
Just like, no, I didn't hate this one. I actually thought this one was like I said, sci-fi D&D, and it gave me hope.
I'm okay with sci-fi D&D. Just do Spelljammer and get it over with. I mean, at least it's interesting. And not dead.
And not
Not
dead.
dead.
Yeah, this is a dead IP.
This is
Yeah,
dead
that's
IP.
true, too.
Why are we even touching it?
Well, because they started
Because
making it before
Sony-
it died.
Yeah.
Because Sony.
I mean, yeah, Sony is definitely sucking some dongs.
Yeah.
Sony
It's their own. Always their own.
Sony came in their own hand, and now they're trying to shake other people's hands without washing.
Stranger danger.
Sorry, I said that wrong. Me and Jared have been on a dan-to-dan kick tonight. It's gobble them dongs.
Gobble.
Sony is gobbling dongs.
Suckle the teeth.
I want you to just watch the first episode. I know you'll hate it, and I know you will. I understand that you'll hate it, but watch
It'd
it.
be funny.
It won't be. He'll hate it.
No, to watch him watch it.
Yeah, that's the thing. We need to let's do it after this.
It's this look the entire time.
Jarrett can pull it up on the TV, and we'll watch the first episode. Now, back to the point. We're going to talk about Honor of Kings now, the way of all things. It is 19 minutes long. It is based on a Chinese MOBA released in 2015.
This is a fucking MOBA.
Yeah.
International
Yeah.
adaptation.
I did not get
Yeah.
that.
No.
I didn't either. I wouldn't have been able to tell you what kind of game this was.
Nope.
MOBA.
Yeah.
I looked it up.
Thanks.
Thank you for that.
Appreciate it.
It's Chinese.
It got an international adaptation in 2016. Adoption.
It was
Adaptation,
internationally
same.
adopted in
It's
2016.
really the same thing.
Yeah.
In this context, it's the same.
The characters are Yijing or Alex Lee is playing him. Tian Gong is played by Nelson Lee. Mad Beggar is played by Victor Chow. Yijing's mother is played by Joy Osmansky.
Osmansky.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Osmansky.
I forgot my Russian for a second. And Yijing's father is played by Lee Shorten.
Duh.
What?
Duh.
Da?
Duh.
Yeah.
That's yes in Russian.
I was having I was
Da.
like, what are we talking about?
Spicy ba.
I was confused.
Spiciba.
Spicy ba.
Yeah.
Have you heard of this game?
Fuck no.
Johnny.
Johnny?
No. No,
Yeah.
I haven't.
Niet.
Yeah. It means no in Russian.
English, motherfucker.
No.
I'm
No.
stupid.
I had not heard about this game.
Ethan's learning Russian. That's the only reason we're speaking Russian.
Fuck off.
Da.
Da.
That one I got.
Bolsha moi.
Bonjour. Yeah. That's good.
Very good.
Okay. So obviously none of us heard of it, so we haven't played it. The overall episode summary is a city ruled by AI is having issues, so some dude with awful hair decides he has the answers. Creepy machine man starts messing with trauma kid for being traumatized, but it's okay because he wins and inherits the cool robes. It's all right. You're unspecial because someone else is challenging them.
It reminded me of the Elite Four from Pokemon, where you go to challenge the Elite Four, and it's like, congratulations, you're the champion.
Yeah.
And then somebody else is like, yeah, but I'm challenging the Elite Four now. Congratulations, you're the champion.
Yeah.
That's literally what it felt like.
Everyone's a champion in Pokemon.
Yeah,
now.
for fucking real.
I mean, it's blue ribbons everywhere.
Can you tell me that my summary is wrong though?
No.
No.
Emo kid with the emo douchebag hair,
Yeah,
trauma.
You're right.
Yeah.
I mean, this isn't far from typical anime, let's be honest.
Yeah, it's not. And they got an anime voice actor in it.
Yeah.
I love Alex Lee.
Yeah, he didn't really do anything for me in this episode.
His voice is so soothing.
Maybe that's why it put me to sleep.
I just think it's soothing.
I just found this episode entirely boring.
You brought up a controversy that came up.
Controversy?
Controversy.
Apparently, there
controversy.
was a controversy in China, not because you said historically accurate here, inaccurate here. It's not historically inaccurate. It is inaccurate compared. The game itself had some inaccuracies compared to the actual legends that they have about probably some of the characters. And I didn't read that far into it, but apparently there was.
I just figured it was like they were like critical of the Chinese government or
I
something.
mean, probably.
And it wouldn't have been published if that was the case.
said
If you
Taiwan
think China
wasn't-
doesn't review everything being published,
You're
Said
wrong.
Taiwan was a separate country.
When I was typing this,
they said people had rights. I mean,
you were talking fast, so I just wrote whatever the fuck I
it's
could.
fine. It's fine. It just there was apparently some big deal about it, and people were all like, "That ain't right."
Gotcha.
So the ultimate question is knowing the really shitty background of the story, where do you think it could go?
All these squares make a circle.
Oh,
Time is
Jesus.
a circle.
Squares make a circle.
That's how I see it going. Alex Lee has taken over. It shall fall again, and another younger Alex Lee shall fight.
Fair.
I don't see this story headed anywhere.
I don't either.
That's
Right
why I
into
said
It's
it.
a MOBA.
Garbage, dumb.
It's a MOBA. If they make anything out of it, it's got to have a different game.
That's why I said it the way I said it, because it's just going to repeat.
All
And
these
therefore,
squares make a circle.
there's no new story.
Time is a flat circle.
So now let's talk about ratings. IMDb gave it a 7.2. Or the raters of IMDb have given it a 7.2.
Oh, that's me. Sorry.
Yeah.
We need to roll. 2. Jarrett.
I'm going to go with 2.6 because that's what letter Z is in the alphabet. It's 26, so it put me to sleep, so it gets 2.6.
Nice.
Interesting.
Yeah,
3.
didn't care for it.
Ethan.
Actually, I rather enjoyed it. I don't know about the game, but I like the story. I'll give it like an 8.2. I actually really thought the story was pretty cool.
5. That's me. I gave it a 5.85. Because, meh, it was okay. It wasn't the worst. It wasn't the best out
I'm
of
like
all of
Ethan.
them.
I kind of enjoyed it. I gave it a 7.3.
It was a Chinese story that wasn't about the fucking Monkey King. I mean, I'll take it.
Fair enough. You know, when you put it that way, I'm going to raise it to a 7.8. Mainly because I can make a 3 and 8 really easy.
It's just put it up like a backwards 3 on the other side.
Yeah, connected.
Perfect.
Bingo. He just did it.
I did.
All right. And the last episode that we're going to cover is
It's
Playtime.
Sony sucking itself off.
Yeah, pretty much. It's
Sorry.
Playtime. It was it's called Playtime Fulfillment. It ran for 13 minutes. The characters
It did not fulfill me.
it did not fulfill any of us.
Sonny's
The characters were O, who was played by Heaven Hart, Buddybot, who was played by Kevin Hart, Johnny, who was played by Johnny Cruz, Kratos, who was played by Christopher Judge, and the Helldivers, which were played by Andrew Morgado, Fred Tatasciore, and Mara Junot.
Does Kratos even have a line in this?
Yes.
one.
Singular line.
Okay, I didn't remember it.
Yep. So this was the only one that was based off of a non-game. How do you think they did with the storyline?
Fuck it.
What storyline?
Yeah.
Exactly.
It had a
It had a story.
loose
There was
storyline.
Yeah.
very barely.
How did they do? I think that's going to come out in the ratings. And we'll let you know as we talk about other crap.
So realistically, or honestly, I guess, the story ended very oddly. Like, what's the reason? I know the reason behind of it was to make the kid feel like they were playing video games again and bring them back to Sony. Oh, sorry. That's what Sony was doing the whole time.
Okay.
Have you ever watched an entire company masturbate?
Just a giant circle jerk.
Try episode 15 of Secret Tunnel.
Secret.
You get to see Sony's Secret Tunnel. As they shit all over your day.
Sony's secret masturbatory tunnel. That title make it taken down.
Probably, definitely.
The overall episode summary is a chick and her buddy bot are gifted some random Cambrian blob creature that gives her sweet upgrades in order to escape the fuzz, aka the Helldivers. Also, she totally let her buddy bot down, letting him get hit by a car, and they all turn on her. All of the buddy bots. Turns out she's the key to changing all reality, and what the fuck did I actually just watch?
That is very accurate.
This makes total sense now that I'm thinking about it, because Sony's like, you're going to play our games or we're going to fucking kill you.
Pretty much.
Pretty much is how they act.
I really don't like that it made the line of someone didn't read the terms and agreement, and then it went to murder.
Yeah. Dismember.
Because then I was like, I don't read the terms and agreement.
I feel personally targeted by this,
I was
and I don't like it.
Good thing I don't have a PlayStation anymore, because like, are they
You think it's just Sony? No, this is every term
I know
you
it is.
ever
Yeah.
I
signed.
read one terms and agreement one time. I read it all the way through, and it was iTunes. It was iTunes.
I remember you telling this story.
And they had in there that I wouldn't use iTunes to make biological weapons. Okay. And after that, I decided I'm not reading any more
They
terms
gotta
and
cover
agreements.
the bases.
I guess so.
The early
Don't you-
2000s was a wacky time.
Yeah, you got sued for spilling coffee on your lap
Yeah, but
because
one
it was
person
hot.
out there is like, I'm going to use a computer. I'm going to, like, for some really, really intricate biological stuff, I'm going to use an Apple. No one.
Maybe they got a good app.
Apple's expensive.
That's the problem.
Biological warfare.
That's the problem. No government is going to buy an Apple for people to use.
Plague Inc.
I'm okay with that. That's fine. That's fine.
So there were a bunch of Easter eggs in this episode.
Sure, that's what we'll call them.
That's what they were.
Yeah, I mean, they were supposed to be. Ethan and I we saw Helldivers, Shadow of the Colossus, God of War, Tron, Little Big Planet, Journey, Starship Troopers. Those are what we saw, though. Did you guys notice any other ones that we missed?
There were probably others, but I didn't care to look.
I think the only one I didn't see was Starship Troopers. Unless you can point it out. And
There were big bugs, but that could have been from Helldivers, I guess.
I thought
To
they
be
were
fair,
from Helldivers.
Helldivers is Starship Troopers, so
It's the same
One
thing.
and the same.
it's almost the same exact goddamn.
Minus the fact that Buenos Aires did not fall and Clendathu is still standing.
Yeah, but like the whole gimmick is the same.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Kill bugs
Yeah.
I
for
did.
democracy.
This is the only thing I like from the episode. The Helldivers. Because they kept repeating lines as they do. It's like,
Yeah, why would they?
democracy's not done with you yet.
Why would they?
And
like,
it's the stupid lines from Helldivers that everybody loves.
yeah.
I mean, that's like the one thing I could get behind.
Yeah.
Yeah.
See,
Although,
I kind of liked it because of the whole buddy bot things. Like it's
I thought
believable.
I
It's
thought it was-
believable.
I thought it was fun.
Yeah.
It was a fun episode.
Yeah.
I didn't like it.
It's just because it's obviously Sony throwing everything that they've ever done that was positive in front of you.
Well, it's not even that. I don't care about that.
No, I mean, that's,
I do.
that's,
I
that's
do.
bad. It's
It is.
annoying.
It is.
It's annoying. It's also really, really, really typical of Sony.
Yeah.
I feel like. God.
I get the idea behind it because the idea behind it is to register with the people that have played all those games, and they're going to go, Kratos, ooh, the Colossus, ooh, this, ooh, that, and like get all excited about it.
It's supposed to be celebratory in nature, but it kind of just comes off as like
Arrogant.
arrogant or
And self-centered. To be fair, you were kind of excited when the Colossus came up at first. You were like, is that a fucking Colossus?
Because it's an old game.
Yo, yeah.
I was actually more excited when the Journey character came up.
I'll
That's actually a more fun game than Shadow of the Colossus.
I'll be honest. Do any of you guys know, obviously, Duolingo, the language learning
the
app?
bird.
Do you know how threatening some of their notifications can be?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So that's literally what BuddyBot reminded me of, was Duolingo losing his shit and being like, "You better come back, or I'm gonna burn your fucking house down."
Yeah.
got one this morning.
Yeah. Yeah.
You just want to read it?
I don't know if I can get my goddamn app.
Hold on,
Get your phone to work.
I have one too.
Brand new phone, it won't work.
There we go. Oh, you've dropped out of the top 7. Keep practicing. And just like smiley face, like you suck.
Your living room looks really warm. Be a shame if somebody lost power.
I'll show you guys this and I'll post it to the Discord. It says French or the trench.
French
The
or the
trench.
French or the trench.
That is terrifying. Is Duolingo free?
Yeah, it is. There is a free section to it. It is worth the $12.99 or the $60 per year for Duolingo Plus, if I'm being very honest
What
with
do
you.
you get with it?
No ads.
And infinite mistakes.
And infinite lives, yeah. So you can take as many times to practice as much as you would like, where the free version you have to like use your time.
I don't know.
and
All my classes so far on Duolingo, I've gotten 100%, and I'm pretty happy with it.
Well, you're welcome because we have Duolingo Plus because of me. Because you're welcome. Dabru Barjalovitz.
That is not your
That's-
welcome.
that's your
just
welcome
like
now.
welcome like into
No, that's
the room.
welcome now.
It's
No, that's
not.
you're welcome now.
It's really
That's you're welcome now. Anyways, thank you guys for joining.
No, let's move on to. We have to rate it.
this has become an advertisement for Duolingo.
It really has.
It works.
We have
It does
At
work.
least we don't work for Duolingo.
We don't.
Yeah.
We're not.
but we could
I
though.
would rather
Send us job offers.
Yeah. Please
I-
pay me, Duolingo.
I would rather have ads for Duolingo than to have to fucking watch either Spelunky or Playtime again. If I'm being honest with you.
So IMDb has it rated at a 4.8. Roll
That
the dice.
seems low, honestly.
Does it?
It does.
Well, I guess it seems low because I expected more people to rate it highly. Just
you mean the
based
sheeple?
Yeah,
Yeah.
based off of the PlayStation part.
No, people can see through this pandering
Oh,
bullshit.
it's really bad pandering.
There's only 2,500 reviews, by the way. I'm gonna look at some of them.
That's
My
you.
first up, I give it a 3. I didn't care. Like, I thought seeing the PlayStation characters, when I seen them, I went, "Oh, neat," and then moved on.
2 with Jarrett.
4.5.
Ethan.
6.2.
Oh,
I actually didn't hate the story. I thought it was all right. I thought it was different, and it wasn't based off a video game that I already hated. So
can I be 100% honest with you? I barely rated it higher than you. I rated it to 6.3.
Oh, really?
Because I also didn't hate it. I thought it was kind of cute. I thought it was a story that I could actually follow and
I
be a
really
part
didn't
of.
care about the cameos at all.
It kind of reminded me of Home, the booth.
Oh,
Home, the booth.
Booth.
Gotta
Yes.
love the booth.
yeah.
Yeah, it reminded me of the booth a lot.
Boo.
Whenever he's
Is it
yelling,
Booth.
Boo.
he's yelling at somebody. I think the name is Grace. He's like, "Grace, it does no good to yell, Grace." So most of the ratings on here are basically saying they didn't like it because they used PlayStation characters to hype up the episode,
Yeah.
and then they didn't do anything.
They didn't do
Well,
anything.
let's be honest. Would we feel any differently if it was like Master Chief and Xbox? Who the fuck is the
Minecraft.
The Xbox. Yeah, Steve from Minecraft and
Oh,
whatever.
God, I don't
whatever.
know.
If it was
Solitaire cards. I don't know.
if it was
If
all
it-
Microsoft people or all Nintendo people, we'd feel the same exact way.
Oh yeah,
We'd be like,
absolutely.
what the fuck are we?
Except for Sony's the only one really dumb enough and with enough money to make this happen.
Oh no, Microsoft has the money. They're just not dumb enough to do
That's
it.
what I said. Dumb enough and with enough money to make this happen. To the point where everyone's like, wow, what a piece of shit.
Yeah.
They're also just sticks in the mud, though, in general.
Sony?
Yeah.
No, well.
Yeah, they suck.
So now, let's do something that y'all weren't prepared for.
Oh boy.
Yeah.
It's not really that big. Let's rate the show as an entirety.
Okay. Can we start with what are your top 3 shows? What are the
Sure.
three ones that you rated highest? So for me, I rated the Dungeons and Dragons the top at 8.75. I rated 1.3, which is New World, the Once and Future King, at 8.73. And I rated the Warhammer one at 8.2. What was your top 3, Tyler?
Mine was, in first place, was Warhammer 40K with a 9.7. Unreal Tournament Zan with a 9.3. And the Dungeons and Dragons episode with 8.46.
Tyler? Or not Tyler, Jarrett.
How
I'm looking
dare-
at...
how fucking
Close
dare-
enough.
You guys are all fucking generic white bearded men
Yeah,
with
we
brown
made that
hair.
joke in the first
okay.
episode, Ashley.
I won't have a beard soon.
Well,
Are you
congratulations.
not allowed to?
No.
It's the estrogen pills.
Finally growing his mangina.
How dare you? I'm so upset right now.
Could you learn to love me?
Are you going to cry about it?
Maybe.
'Cause that might also be the hormone.
I believe it was Dungeons and Dragons, Sifu, and Exodus.
Okay.
Okay.
Ethan?
All at like 8.25.
My top one was Warhammer. Second was Dungeons and Dragons. And my third one was Honor of Kings.
Okay. All right.
And now let's move on to the total that everybody has to make up on the spot.
I'm averaging.
Oh, are you actually averaging?
Yeah.
Interesting. I'm not doing that.
I'm not either.
I'm giving a rough average.
Yeah. 1.
Ah,
That's
fuck.
you.
I'm going to go with a 7.3. I think 7.3 is probably average for me. Because those 3 that I rated are, oddly enough, the only 3 I rated above an 8.
Hey, I was really close on, I guess, for my average.
Oh, yeah?
Oh, sorry. I need to roll.
Yeah, that would help.
3. That's
Ethan.
Ethan.
Oh, I was really close on my average. It's 7.126 repeating, so
7.1.
7.12 and 2/3.
Good Lord. 3. That's you.
Yeah, me. Rough as 6.75 probably.
Yeah, I'm about there. I had a 6.88.
Yeah.
on average.
Did you add yours up? Because I bet it's lower.
No, I bet you it's a lot lower.
I bet it's like 5.
Yeah. I rated it up because the ones that I did like, I really liked. They were not the worst in the world. They were entertaining, that's for sure. But overall, the show was meh.
Here's the most positive thing I can say about this show is you can watch it in about 3 hours.
Yeah.
That is accurate.
Because we watched the last 3 today, and it took less than an hour.
It took us like 55 minutes ish.
Yeah. And we weren't really trying that hard.
No.
Because we were making notes. So
Yeah, we were kind of done with
over
it.
doing math.
Yeah. Mine is actually a 7.0673.
Oh, we're real
repeating.
close.
Yeah.
What did you say?
I said a 7.3, so I rated it a little bit higher.
Now I'm curious what mine is.
I did mine off the cuff,
Off the top of the dome, baby.
Just how I feel.
I'm not.
Sometimes you gotta gobble those dongs and suckle those
those
seats and take stuff off the top
I
of
don't
the dome.
think I don't think that's the case.
I think it is.
You and your weeby crap.
It's a funny show.
It's really
Stupid. It's so stupid. It was late at night too, so that's probably why
it fits the state of mind you're in.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah, it
I'm
definitely did.
delirious. This is delirious.
We're gonna do an episode on it. You may not be
now
there.
that you've seen all these though from Secret Level, if you could have any one of them as like an actual TV show, which one would you pick?
So it's not fair because we're getting a TV show that is similar. It's Warhammer.
but
I know it's
live
gonna be
action-ish.
different. Yeah, it's gonna be different.
Ish.
Yeah.
But we're still bouncing off the IP is what I mean. Warhammer I wouldn't I want that world and kind of feel.
You don't want that story.
Well, the story's for the most part done. Unless they miraculously save Titus and continue on with his story somehow.
Like he becomes a Chaos Warrior or something. Yeah.
Something. I think I said it before. I think Unreal Tournament or D&D, which obviously those are my 3 highest rated, but I think D&D has the highest potential for expandability.
What has the most lore by far.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So I did my average. It came out to 6.75.
Oh, that's pretty.
It wasn't as low as
Yeah.
was thought.
Interesting. Okay. That will wrap up this episode, and we'll wrap up all of these secret level episodes. So if you made it through all 6 of these episodes,
You want a prize.
yeah,
You don't have to listen to it again.
You can go to our Discord by using the link in the description. You can claim your prize. We'll have to add like a secret level survivor badge.
They come up with another season of this. Well, we could just do it in one.
Yeah, because
episode
it's
next
short
time.
enough. We could. We just
Yeah.
have to shorten how much we talk about it, like realistically.
Yeah.
All right. We appreciate you guys listening. We will catch you on the next one. Thanks for listening.
Goodbye.
This has been a lot.